Today is Wednesday, November 26th, 2025. Welcome to the Survivor Fans Podcast. I'm Joanne.
And I'm Stacy.
And this is our recap of Survivor 49, Week 10.
Week 10, wow. This episode's titled Huge Dose of Bamboozle, spoken by Steven. Previously on Survivor, Steven tells Sage about Kristina's hidden immunity idol. Savannah wins individual immunity, much to the chagrin of all. Alex plays the middle like most of the other tribes, but that makes him a target, and Alex is voted out. It's night 17 after Tribal Council. For some, the victory's happy. For others, the sting is quite intense.
Well, Rizo didn't like Alex putting himself in the middle.
Because he said Alex was in a better position.
Yes, and he wants to be in the best position.
Yes, in the middle.
That's right.
So Alex had to go. Yeah.
Boy, Kristina was upset. She was
crying.
And that she knows now she and Steven are on the bottom. But she's got an idol, so...
Night 17, and Kristina realizes that you can't trust anyone.
Well, that is hard. The top four want Steven next.
Yep. Sophi B gathers them together from her hammock where she is holding court.
Yep. And they're going to use Kristina as the decoy.
Mm-hmm. I like this plan. I had Steven going. I was all in favor.
I did not put my USB to go. I actually had this whole thing planned out, and that Savannah was going to use her extra vote and vote out Sage. Mm-hmm. I guessed the wrong one.
I enjoyed Sophi B's "We're even, Steven."
Yes, I did too.
Her little discussion with him.
Well, after all, she did vote for him too, so.
But that doesn't matter. He just voted for her, so it's okay. But she's ready to stab him as soon as she can.
Yep.
Okay, day 18. This was a 2-day game cycle, 18 and 19.
They were sleeping on the beach.
Sage and Jawan, yep. Jawan said he slept good. And we see Sage tell Jawan that Kristina has an idol and that Steven told her.
He can't tell anyone because Steven told her not to tell anyone.
Right.
So he can't tell anyone.
Perfect logic. Mm-hmm. Survivor logic. And
but
Sage wants that idol.
It was time, though.
Yeah, she wants that idol out of Kristina's hands. In the cover story for their discussion in the early morning, Sage has terrible gas.
Oh, her and Jawan, yeah.
Jawan's immediate follow-up question, are you farting now?
She's like, no.
I think that's a Survivor first right there.
But you notice when he went back over there and they asked about her, and he said, oh, she just got bad gas. And nobody questioned that.
No, Sage's perfect cover story. She's already demonstrated her ability to crop dust the tribe.
Oh, they'll totally believe that. So I'm staying over here for them.
Little strategic pudding at a reward feast, and she's got a forever cover story.
Yep, there you go. But Jawan is upset because Steven told her, but he didn't tell him.
So he decides to test his trust.
Yep, and he failed.
Steven failed. Yeah. He definitely failed the trust test.
Yes, he did. And so now Jawan wants Steven out too. Even though he likes him, he still wants him out.
Said it's the first time he's doubted him.
So then we flip over to Kristina, and she's telling Steven how very, very low she is today, and that she wants to go home.
Doesn't want to be here with these people.
Well,
she's struggling differentiating the game versus the personal.
Yeah, and Steven kind of talks her down.
Sage and Jawan have betrayed her.
And Stephen reminds her, hey, nobody knows about your idol. And you
The ultimate
lied
betrayer.
to her, Stephen.
Yes, the ultimate betrayer right there.
And she knows it by now. So she might not have known it then, but she does now.
Oh, you meant while she's watching this episode?
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, she would have been gobsmacked, I think, at this point if it hadn't come out at some later point.
I think she can handle it better now.
Right.
Of course, he's probably already told her, but anyway, Stephen thinks the vote's going to be on him, which is a logical way to think since she's got an idol.
Yeah, he did good. He hugged her down. She was
Yeah.
edging towards the quit cliff.
Well, and he knows
I don't want to be around these people.
that there are people who know, or at least one person that knows.
Yeah, lied to her face. Yes, I'm sure
Yeah.
they had some discussions tonight.
While she's telling him that, but I would play it for you.
I can play an idol
can
on
play
you.
it for
Well,
you.
she didn't say she would. She said she could. I can play an idol on you. And Stevens decided he wants to target Savannah.
Yep.
Wants to
That's
surprise
the
her and
lines up.
give her a huge dose of bamboozle.
Well,
Hence the
you
title.
know, she thinks he's a competitor for her, so she's definitely a competitor for him. Mm-hmm. Okay.
He wants to deliver the ultimate betrayal. Okay, reward challenge.
Challenge.
Really quick into the episode. Came early.
Yeah, and a water challenge. Eh? And they come riding up in a motorboat, which Jeff decides to highlight.
Yeah, which is kind of odd because they always arrive at water challenges by motorized boat.
Yeah.
So, okay. Steven catches the first question and he tells Jeff that he is feeling rough. He has been hitting a wall.
Yep, he's hitting it
And
hard right now.
We're not done with Kristina's emotional moments. He highlights her not smiley face, her frowny face, and then that triggers her. So she's having a hard time because she doesn't have her mom. Which
Yeah.
I thought was interesting because Probst recently lost his mom too.
Yeah,
he didn't share that, but
No, but he would relate, and he knows how that feels. So, but you know, I thought he did. I thought he handled it very well. And let her talk a little about it, and
yeah, he did talk show Probst.
right.
Tell me about your mom. What would she tell you at this point? At your low point?
Well, that was actually a quite good question, and I think you know, keep going, baby girl.
He loves delivering that line too, that the game is the lure, but the real prize is the experience you gain here, and nobody except the ones who go through it can understand that.
Well, but I agreed with him. She will remember that day. It will be special for her in her experience.
We'll
out
circle
there.
back to that. Yeah. We love you, Kristina. She gets support from her tribe members. Okay, they're going to divide into two teams, and then they're going to leap off in pairs. And one person's going to have to swim down and get a buoy, and then they're going to have to land 3 buoys in this net. I don't think we've ever seen that, the end portion of this challenge before, have we? Where the net levers up at the end
No.
like that, and they have to
Do you mean the poles are on a mechanism that sits
tilts
them
up.
Yeah.
Tilts them upright, and,
And
then
they have to throw it
tether
up
ball
down
it
and
up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember seeing something like that.
The reward, he tells them, is a trip to Sanctuary where good things happen. Ooh. Which usually means some discount meal.
Food.
Yeah, so they're going to have, he tells them they're going to have a picnic. The winners get hamburgers, hot dogs, and chocolate cake. Sounds good, especially when they're hungry and hitting a wall.
All right, and they did another schoolyard pick.
Yeah, the
I like
captains
that
were
better.
Soph and Jawan. And Soph chooses Sophie S, Sage, and Steven, Team S.
Yes.
The power of S to the 4th. And then Jawan chose Rizo, Savannah, and Kristina. So it starts off with Jawan and Rizo versus Sophie S and Soph. And Rizo had some trouble. They jump off and they have to go over one of those balance beams where it's level transitions.
Yeah,
It's
and
a
he
thin
fell
beam,
twice.
thin beam low to high to low again, and then another balance
I
beam
guess
they got
I'd
to run
forgotten
across.
about that because I wasn't sure why he was so upset, you know, and saying he caused them to lose.
Yeah, Rizzo
I think
struggled.
It was a little more than that, but
Definitely struggled
because they
physically.
did catch up and they were, they were back even at one point. So I'm not sure that was the whole reason that they lost.
Yep, so once they get over that, they get to dive down and release a buoy, and Sophie S does that, and then Jawan does it for
That's
him and
why
Rizo.
people choose Sophie in the challenge.
For the water challenges, yeah.
Or any of them, really.
And so we get this big moment with Kristina on the beam. What did you make of that? She'd had the emotional moment before it started. She gets out there, and there's a big struggle on the low, high, low
I think
beam.
it gave her what it took. If she hadn't processed some of that before the challenge, I don't think she'd have made it. I really don't. I think that gave her the strength to push herself and to get back up there. That's hard to do when you're in the position.
Yeah, because she fell on the last low portion, and then as long as she kept holding on to the beam, she was okay, and she managed it. I didn't think she was going to.
Well, the reason she did is she got her foot up on the higher board and was able to
I didn't notice
use that to push herself. Oh, yeah. I don't think she could have done it without that. Because, some women have the upper body strength, but not usually. But
yeah, when it was dependent on her upper body strength, I didn't think she was going to make it for sure.
Well, that was it. She hooked her foot onto that upper, the one she stepped off of, down onto this one where she fell.
Okay.
And use that to kind of push herself back around and get back up there close enough she could drag herself over there. So
she did make it. It wasn't. I was thinking, oh no, this is going to be one of those long, drawn out, Suri moments.
It was
for personal victory, but they did slow mo it a little bit, and it seemed like it was overdone and overemphasized to me. But I'm sure it was.
I don't
really
think so.
Yeah, see, for you, it was fine. I was just like,
and
hurry
I like
up.
that Savannah was staying right there, encouraging her.
Yeah, well, definitely needed to. If they were going to finish the challenge at all and have a shot.
Well, sure, but she did it.
And it looked like they might have a shot at a comeback.
So.
But then Blue pulled away. So Steven got one in. Sage ends up winning it for Blue and gets the picnic reward. So the 4 S's are off to Sanctuary. And Kristina tells us she was awfully proud of herself. I think the thing that I noticed the most about her was she kept doing confessionals without her glasses, or it was the same confessional without her glasses. So it was like she had clear eyes all of a sudden, right? It physically was manifesting that realization that she had. And she looks real different without her glasses.
Well, at least she was happy again.
Cut back to Lawatu camp there, and a shot of a dead fish.
Beating himself up.
And they congratulated Kristina for her effort. Good job. Yeah, and then Rizo's having his sad time. The game's taking a toll on him, too.
And Savannah and Jawan jump in to encourage him.
Jawan asked him if he wanted to talk about it. Nope. Rizo in his confessional says he's going to... I wrote itch and crawl to the end. Did he say that? He must not have said that.
No. He said he's hungry. He's all scratched up. He's scratching. I don't know if you confused him scratching all of his
Scratch
itches.
and crawl to the end? Maybe that's what he said. I don't know.
Okay. Anyway.
Yep. Jawan's hungry, and he's tired, and he's at a point where he's finally willing on day 18 to try the Hawaiian sling. He's going to go fishing.
He wants to help make people feel better. So
yep.
They've said that all along. He's been a provider for them. That's why Kristina wanted to give him her meal. And so he
Getting them
did catch
coconuts.
a tiny little fish.
Yes. A nibble?
Yep, but...
I don't know if that was a fish. That was a nibble.
He was still proud of it. At least he got him any kind of flavor when you've had nothing but just
going
water.
Out that far, because Savannah said he was way out there. Going out on the reef like that and then diving down and making the effort. And yeah, he said he missed. It was miss after miss after miss. But then he finally hit that little nibble.
Well, and even if he'd eaten the whole thing, it wouldn't have been
certainly applaud the effort.
Calories he had burned doing it. So
imagine if he had been doing that all along and getting better and better.
And then they flip over to the sanctuary where everyone is stuffing into their face as fast as they can.
Double bacon cheeseburger. That does sound like a good reward at that point.
Oh, yeah.
And some hot dogs.
And
Stephen said he was below empty.
Enjoying, yes.
Yeah.
And Sage didn't back away from it either. So
Sophie S says this could be $1 million burger. Prophetic. She's a visionary.
But they're also keeping their mind on getting a little intel if they can. And Sage tells Sophie she wants Savannah out. That Savannah's comfortable right now. And so that's the perfect time to get her out while she's feeling comfortable.
Yeah, so Sophie S managed that really well, at least from what we saw.
Yeah.
She immediately responded, "Oh yeah, I'm down to take out Savannah."
And Sage thinks she knows how to do it too. So
Back at camp, it's time to write a song. 3 boys on a bench, the boy band, are hard at work. Did you like their song?
actually I did.
Maybe, well, at least the little bit of lyrics that we get to hear as they were working through
Had
it.
a nice little
I'm
beat
hoping.
and a little catch to it.
Yeah, it did have a good rhythm, huh? 3 boys on a bench. I'm hoping they'll be in an extra video. We'll get to hear some more of the lyrics from "Don't Blindside Me, Baby," or "You Drive Me Coconuts," or the third song, "I Got Sand in All the Wrong Places." I'm gonna go for that one. I think that's it. They may not be the first to have written that song out there.
No.
Yeah.
Or even people who weren't out there.
Yeah. We see Rizo talking to Savannah, Sage, Juwan, and Sophi B, and saying that he wants to target Stephen.
That he really likes him, but, it's a game. He needs to go. Mm-hmm. And Juwan says, yeah, he's okay with it. And
Rizo's making sure everybody feels included, that they're a part of this. Focus on taking out Stephen if they get the opportunity.
well, Savannah wanted him out because he was her competition.
Wow, that seemed really arrogant what she said, though, when she's talking. I have Sage and Juwan, and they have my best interests at heart. And she said that like it was sincere.
Well, I
But
guess
that's what she was bringing to this.
they convinced her that it was.
Maybe? Okay.
So,
I don't know why anyone playing Survivor would think that, but okay. You got to be pretty full of yourself
well, we know that she...
to lay that out like that. Maybe she was just being funny. I don't know.
Well, Sage approaches Juwan and Stephen and says, hey, I want to get out Savannah.
Time for an Oscar-winning performance. Yes.
But then she tells Sophie that they have the numbers to get Savannah out. But that doesn't fit in with Sophie's plans.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Stephen was happy the way this was playing out so far. He was seeing some light at the end of the tunnel.
yeah, but Savannah starts questioning Sophie and, are you okay with Stephen? And
Wait, she folded really quick, huh?
yep, she was talking about she's in the middle and, that she'll play nice when after she's a millionaire back home.
Oh, yeah. Sophie S. I was thinking of a different discussion. My bad. That comes afterwards.
Well, remember I said, well, even if you win the $1 million, you won't be a millionaire.
Right.
I mean, I get the concept, but the reality is not once you pay taxes, you won't.
Yep. Time for individual immunity on day 19. First thing I noticed, there was a puzzle at the end, so it could automatically be anyone's.
I loved the looks of those tubes when they were walking up.
The teeter tunnel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you liked it?
Cool. I did.
It was more like the slam tunnel than a teeter tunnel.
Yeah, they could. I could see how it could.
Savannah's excited coming in. She says this is why she came here, which Probst just ate that up.
Yep. Oh, she knows how to feed Probst
Yes.
what he wants.
Yeah.
She's got that down.
Yeah. Well, it was part of her profession.
Yes, absolutely.
Building narratives on the fly.
Yep.
Okay, so they're going to have to traverse the teeter tunnel, and they're going to have to maneuver some discs up to release a handle. Then they'll use the handle. They'll stack puzzle pieces on the handle and go over a balance beam. And then when they get the 7 pieces over there, they can assemble the puzzle.
Put the puzzle together.
Probst hits them with the classic rice dilemma. He can give them enough rice to make it through to the end of the game, but he wants 3 sit-outs. And this went sideways weird. Definitely have to re-watch this, but it seemed like Juwan blundered this. He tried to counter.
Well, yeah, he was trying to negotiate something.
We said
only maybe 2 people sit out.
yeah, and they would get half a bag. And Probst immediately said no. Savannah objected. Hey, I thought this was a negotiation. Yeah, that's part of a negotiation when someone says no. And then it got dropped. Probst decided they were going to finish strong. I think they cut something out there. Because Savannah was trying to get Jawan to negotiate more. Because he said something about a quarter bag for one, or he was
trying to.
He was fumbling it.
And she was interrupting. But I think when Riz said, no, he can eat rice in 7 days. He's here to play. Mm-hmm. He's not focusing on rice right now.
Kristina said no. Rizzo said no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So... You know, Jeff was like, okay, we get that you people are here to play. Let's go. You all came to fight, so let's not waffle now. And he was just ready to go because that wasn't going anywhere.
Now, what did you think about the strategy for carrying puzzle pieces? Sophie S came out and she just did one, but Steven was loading up on his first run once he made it through.
I think Steven had a lot more to lose than Sophie S.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't he try to give it everything he has?
2 trips and he was done. 3 pieces and then 4 pieces.
Perfect. Way to go, Steven.
I was surprised that Kristina was the first one across with 1 piece, and then she promptly fell behind. And we get, a classic drop montage as Rizzo and others are just dropping piece after piece.
Yeah, and Rizzo kept falling there too. So if there's anything to do with balance in the, if he makes it further into the game, anything at all to do with balance, and he's going to have trouble.
Definitely in struggle town when it comes to balance challenges.
Do well with balance.
So Steven got a jump. He had a head start on everybody, but Sophie S really caught up quick. And then all of a sudden, she was in first. And Probst used that opportunity to get in Steven's head, telling him he was falling behind.
Course.
And it worked. And Sophie S ends up winning.
That's one of those where you just like, shut up, Jeff. Though there might be repercussions for that. So
Sophie S tells us in the confessional after the challenge that she's feeling great, and that's because she has a future in the game, at least for one more day. Okay, back at camp, back at Lawatu after the individual immunity challenge. Congrats, Sophie S. Jawan's talking to Sage, is ready to blow up the game and get Savannah. She is vulnerable, finally going to get her out. And we see Savannah, Rizzo, and Sophie S talking, or Sophie B talking, and they are locked in tight on their target.
And Sage tells Sophie about Kristina's idol. Sage?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
She's blundering.
I guess Sophie must have done some good acting while they were eating, because that whole exchange, obviously Sage bought what Sophie said.
They bonded in that super comfy hammock there at the sanctuary.
Sage bonded. Sophie didn't bond.
Yeah, she's been pretty cold and directed, right?
Well,
it's a million.
She's playing a game, period.
Yeah.
She's staying focused. But Sage bought it, and her emotions come out around it.
And Sage tells us she's going for broke. She wants to flush everything, get it all out there.
Yeah, well, that was...
Which sounds good.
Yeah.
But does she have the wherewithal to actually do that? And we see Savannah talking to Sophie S, and Sophie S drops the bomb there. Sage and Jawan are flipping, she tells Savannah.
Yeah.
Rizzo's going to need to play his idol on you.
Well, I think we did see on Survivor last week that Sophie telling Rizzo that they're flipping. Mm-hmm. And I had just assumed that she was talking about Sage and Jawan. So.
Yep, which turned out to be correct.
Yes.
And we see Sophie S telling Rizzo and Savannah that Kristina has an idol, and Rizzo is loving all the intel that Sophie S is bringing.
And now everybody knows Kristina has an idol. Way to go, Steven.
And then Sage, she was the big leak.
Well, yeah, but...
He was just the first leak.
She couldn't have leaked if Steven hadn't told her.
Right. We see Kristina talking to Steven and plotting their blind side of Savannah.
Well, and Kristina is afraid to play it for Steven because she does know she could go home.
She said she can feel her family telling her across the ocean.
Don't do it.
Don't play the idol on someone else. Hold it for you.
'Tis true.
And then we get the exchange between Kristina and Savannah bum-puzzled Kristina. Kristina was not ready to have a discussion, a strategic discussion, a challenging discussion with Savannah.
No, not at all.
She just wanted to present herself as a number. And Savannah was very blunt in questioning her. Who are you considering? And Kristina wasn't even prepared to answer that question. Give me a couple of seconds. And I don't like how you're approaching me.
Well,
Kristina is just not suited for this game.
I don't think Savannah realizes, though, how she has that look on her face is quite intimidating. Mm-hmm. The way she stares at people and, like, she's demanding an answer. Give me an answer right now.
Yeah.
And, they kind of, it's like, she's up in my face. What am I going to do with this kind of thing? So,
well, if you're Kristina, you fold. Like a piece of paper.
Well,
Someone speaks authoritatively to you,
there,
and you're done.
But Savannah got the message and thought, yep, I need to use my extra vote. Mm-hmm. This is the time.
And she took a little extra time to go mess with Juwan.
Yeah.
If he's flipping, I'm gonna go test him. Yeah.
Well, she hadn't decided which flip-flopper she wanted to vote out first.
He lied to my face.
And because I really thought, that's why I voted for Sage, is I was just so sure, because Sage was adamant in the next on last week that, we've got to get her out. And of course, I assumed she meant Savannah.
Right.
And she did, but I just thought that was how it would go, that Savannah would be intently wanting her out first.
Yep, and we see Savannah talking to Sophi B and saying, let's put 5 on Sage, and then Joanne said, yes, quite loudly.
Yes, I did.
You were happy to finally see that coming to fruition, yeah.
Somebody finally said, put it on Sage.
Sophi B even tells us that she could snatch Kristina's idol.
And Sophie still wants it on Stephen, but I think that ship has sailed at this point. At least I thought it had. Mm-hmm. And they're like, can it get more crazy than this? And I thought, yeah, it's been more crazy than that before. But it was good. But
yeah,
still been
I like
crazy.
how flexible she was. I'm just going to go with what Sophie S wants. I don't have to be the decider right now. And we see
Who went with that?
Sophi B.
Oh, okay.
She said that she could snatch Kristina's idol. Joanne and Sage have been caught, and she's just going to go ahead and go with what Sophie S wants in terms of the vote.
Well, they didn't, though.
That's what she said at this point, though.
Yes.
Because I was just saying that's good on her.
Rizzo was the one that really turned it because of what he said. We'll talk about it when we get to Tribal Council, which we're headed to Tribal Council.
Almost there, yep.
Okay, well, let's go.
We see Savannah talking to Sophie S and asking, Jawan or Sage? And that's when you thought, I might not get my vote.
Well, I thought it would be one of them, because they were flipping, but...
Sophie S said, Sage is manipulative, Jawan is very likable, but I'd really like to stick with Stephen, which is what I was hoping. So she gives us 3 options as they head to Tribal Council.
Well, Stephen's still my USB, so I don't know that he'll make it to the end.
I understand your reluctance.
Ready to vote him out this week, and I knew when I put Jawan safe that could be a mistake, but the reality is that I only have so many times.
Yeah, you were doing safe point management. Yeah,
it's
me too.
Well,
yep.
Doesn't matter, I'll lose some anyway.
Tribal Council night 19. Rizzo enters with a big smile, which means Jeff is going to hit him with the first question.
They know that too. If they come in smiling.
Oh yeah, Rizzo's totally
that. They totally
planning it.
Like Savannah does it, going in challenges and things like that too.
Rizo says he's not scared. He's here to put on a show, and this is where the game lives or dies at Tribal Council.
And this is where the game is played.
Savannah says that she is also weirdly excited, and Sophie S chimes in to say that this is practice for Final 3, so she's all about it. Interesting. Lots of references early by her.
It might make people more anxious to get her out.
Yeah.
That she's talking about.
Usually backfires when you start
3.
talking about the end game this early.
Yeah, that's what I thought of when she said that. I thought, ooh.
Sage doesn't know
Okay.
sports, but she says she can get on board with the Super Bowl metaphor.
I like Kristina was like, I'm terrified. I don't know what the plan is.
Right. All these people are happy to be here and looking forward to testing themselves and prepping for Final Three, and she's got no clue what's going on.
And Rizo steps up and explains it to Jeff that 2 people were left out, and that was Stephen and Kristina.
Mm-hmm. Going to find out if they're easy pickings or they got bamboozled.
I thought people started to squirm a little bit when Sophi B said
Who to trust?
that not all people can take everything at face value.
Right.
And that, there's a lot of lies and there's a lot of advantages to idols and things like that can be played. So she's throwing it out there without telling that she has anything.
Right. She added on to the whole Kristina Stephen focus and said, well, are they playing us or maybe they've actually got something?
And then Jawan confidently spoke up and said, well, everyone here is a threat and you got to look out for what's best for you. It's nothing personal. This person is a threat to my alliance and I'm going after them. So I thought, wonder how it looks on the other side of that.
Mm-hmm.
When you were the one that was blindsided.
Rizzo says all this pre-vote talk is just hoopla. Can expect a blindside. You should expect blindsides.
And does that mean play an idol or not?
Or dodge again. And he talks about how he's been the boy who cried wolf.
He just keeps doing that. But it's time to vote. And I was still not sure what was going to happen. If Rizzo was going to play his idol. I couldn't see any reason why Soph would want to use her advantage.
Mm-hmm. Knowledge is power.
KIP, yeah.
Well, it could be a time to take an idol before it gets played.
So, all right, time to vote. And we start out with a vote for Savannah, a vote for Jawan. Oh, there's a vote for Rizzo.
Hold on. You're counting the votes, but we need to back up just a tidge there. So Kristina played an idol for Stephen, and Rizzo says he's playing an idol for Savannah. But turns out, yoinks, it's not a hidden immunity idol, and all the votes for Savannah will count.
That was the shocker.
That was interesting, yeah.
I was like, what?
That was a creative play for sure.
Yes, it was. He
I enjoyed
certainly
that part.
Put some thought into that. Mm-hmm. And that meant more in hindsight when he came in right off the bat to tribal council and said, we're here to put on a show.
Yeah.
I thought, he literally
definitely had one planned. Yeah.
Yes, that they had planned a show.
He actually delivered the show.
I don't know if he told the others about it. Savannah looked a little disappointed, that it wasn't a real idol for a second. But so I don't know if she was in on it.
I think she was in on it. Yeah. She was in on it because
so maybe she looked that way.
Okay, now you can talk about the votes, right? About how they came in. One's for Savannah.
Well, thank you.
This connects with what you were just saying, though. One for Savannah, one for Jawan, one for Rizzo, 2 for Savannah, 2 for Jawan.
Well, we knew that was Kristina's because she said she was going to throw one to Rizzo just in case.
Right. It evens up 3-3, 3 Savannah, 3 Jawan, and then Savannah's questioning him at different stages of the vote. Did you vote for me? And first he says no, and then another one comes in for her, a third one, and she asked him again, did you do that? And he said yes. But she's doing that as part of the show. Mm-hmm. Because she knows that the big five are coming.
Yeah.
So that was all part of the show. So that's why I think she was in on what Rizzo was doing, and that was all part of what they had planned. And that's where you can see these two are playing at a level different from the others.
Well, and boy, did the jury figure it out quickly.
That an extra vote had been played. Yeah, Nate didn't miss a beat, did he?
Well, I thought it was a MC that actually said there was an extra
vote. I saw Nate
vote.
say it first, and then MC agreed. And Sage tells Jawan, I'm so sorry, I had no idea. Jawan wants to know, raise your hand if you did it. And they did.
It's like, yeah, okay, I did.
He completely lost everything. He was like, what am I supposed to do? He didn't know to take his bag, to get his torch. Yeah.
Well, he was just so shocked.
He was in shock. Yeah.
He just did not. He was so certain that they had the numbers, and it was a done deal, and it was going to be Savannah walking out. So that was a really big blindside.
New era survivor. He's just got love for everybody, though.
Yep.
Love y'all.
Yep.
What'd you think about this episode? Did you enjoy it?
I thought it was really good.
Yeah, it was fun. This one was fun.
Yeah, it was very fun. And it just seemed to go so fast, though. I'm like, we have to watch this over.
We're definitely rewatching this one.
Get time.
Yeah.
And
after we get through Thanksgiving, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. And I still have to make the food.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah, he really was shocked. Mm-hmm. And so was Sage. You know, she had no clue either.
Yeah, she was all teary.
Yeah. And, okay.
I think that's more because she's realizing she's cooked.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Next time on Survivor, we see Sophi B talking to Sage and saying, I want Savannah and Rizo too. You think that's sincere? Is she ready to make a move at 7?
Well, my thought was that could be why she's holding on and not telling anyone about her advantage.
Right.
Is that she does plan to, at some point, take Rizzo's idol, use it, and vote him out.
Maybe.
If she needs to. I think that's, or anybody else's, but right now she knows he's the only one that has one.
Yeah. She's in the controlling alliance, and she knows that she's the only one who knows how good they were position-wise.
Yeah.
In the last few cycles
here's
of the game.
Here's the thing. When did that first happen and Jeff said, this is not a hidden immunity idol, I was like, what? What? He's been lying about that the whole time? Wait.
No.
I thought he had a real idol.
He does.
He did have a real idol. Well, and it took me a minute to catch up to.
Right.
Oh, he did
This
that.
This is the show that they alluded to.
Okay.
Tell them you're going to give them a show. Give them a show.
They just sat back and watched all their faces when he said he was playing it for Savannah.
Yeah.
And Savannah acted when Jeff said it wasn't real.
You got to this replay because we were talking about Sophi B telling Sage that she wants Savannah and Rizo too.
Yes, I expect her to turn at some point because she's not been shown as the leader.
Right now, the perception is that she's being carried, I think. This is the danger in not taking any action. Right. Yeah.
And so I do think at some point she has to make a big move to get noticed by the jury. Is hey, you know, it might be too late at the final 3.
Right.
To tell them they might not buy it.
Sage is isolated, so now's a good time to reach out. We see Steven with his cry face saying this is brutal. And then we see Sophie S and Sophie B doing a pinky swear as they're walking through the jungle. And we were thinking that might be Savannah that says sometimes you do have to get revenge. We couldn't tell exactly whose voice that was, but maybe Savannah.
I'm pretty sure it was
and a voiceover.
Savannah.
Yeah. And we see Sage talking to Sophie S, and this is after the vote.
Upset.
So that's night 19 that she's saying this because it's dark and they're on the beach. And Sage says, you had such a big smile on your face.
So when you said it.
Yeah.
Sophie's like, I'm not going to apologize for that.
That was great. Screw you if you think you're getting an apology.
This isn't personal. I'm not apologizing for that.
Right.
Playing a game here.
And then Sage declares in a confessional at some point in the next cycle, when you piss me off, you go home. Which was true for Shannon, but I'm not so sure that she's been able to deliver since then.
Yeah, I don't know if she's got that much power right
She got
now.
no pull right now unless Sophi B throws her a line and they can build something with Sophie S and Steven.
Yeah. And,
She should know not to trust Sophie S at all.
But
that cushy hammock did Sage in.
Sage could try to throw in with Kristina and Steven. And if they were to bring Sophi B over, well, you know, I kind of think she would want to at least get Stephen out first before she made a move like that.
Okay.
But, then it would be 3-3. So that wouldn't be a good time to do it either. So if she really is going to do something, then it might force her hand.
Well, 7 should be a time when a big move happens. We'll see. Anything else you want to say about next time on Survivor?
I don't think so.
About a JSFL update?
All right, I can do that. In first with 47 points is Karen in Michigan.
Oh, good job, Karen.
All right.
So it's a single person in first now in JSFL.
Yes, it is.
First time this season, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. All right. 7 people lost their USB. 153 of us lost a safe point. You and I included.
Yes.
You're back to the 3-point league.
The 3-point club?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And congratulations to the 34 people who earned a vote-off point.
Yeah, good job.
Good call. The side challengers, Rebecca's still in first with 46. With 44 points, we have Anderson, Jeremiah, and Parker. With 41, we have Johnny. And in the basement with 37 points is Justin and Stacy.
Buddy Justin. Yep, good deal. I was thinking I might claw my way back out, but that did not happen.
If Drew had got in on time and was playing, he would be in the basement.
Okay.
Sorry, Drew.
Yeah, good stuff.
I had to poke at him.
Well, we're looking forward to hearing what you thought about this episode, and we're hoping you'll join us in the next listener feedback show. You can call and leave a voicemail 206-350-1547, toll free 844-643-8737. You can record your own audio and attach it, or type it up in an email and send it to us at joanneandstacyshow@gmail.com. Feedback's due noon Eastern time on Saturday, and we ask you keep it in that 3-minute range. Looking forward to hearing what you're thinking about how the castaways are doing at this point in the game. Who impressed you the most? Who do you think's playing the best? Who's in jeopardy being voted out next? Looking forward to hearing from you.
And we hope that everyone who celebrates Thanksgiving has a wonderful time and that you get to spend it with friends and family. And we will see you back here on Saturday.
Yeah, have a good one.